So here I am on the internet, and I see, just one sec here. I'm going to pause it. So I see this guy pushing drugs, of course. Cannabis, dude! It makes the girl with the seizures fine. Yeah. No, and they went and labeled this adult content, which is weird because there's no adult content to it. But it is, countering cannabis. And so Elon Musk or his team, the elites who use, social media to control the masses are doing the weaponized censorship, essentially. Because this is not adult content. This is just me talking about marijuana and mental health.
But in that process...
And so they're suppressing it to lower my views and therefore, stop my, essentially counter-propaganda to stuff like this, because this is a lie. This guy is lying. And here's my proof. Medical marijuana fails to improve symptoms, doubles risk of addiction, study says. And they cite all their sources. Fails to improve symptoms of pain, anxiety, and depression while increasing the risk that patients will develop an addiction to cannabis. Researchers from Mass General, right? Yeah, 1 in 5 users. The studies come from a review. So that's weird because the claim is the, Drug and Health Administration and all these other different people see the data. But here's this data showing, epilepsy, multiple sclerosis, side effects from chemotherapy. Without sound scientific evidence to support them, said Professor Jody Gilman. We learned that there can be negative consequences to using cannabis for medical purposes. People with pain, anxiety, depression failed to report any improvements. Most vulnerable to cannabis use disorder, which is particularly disturbing, right? The team notes that these are also the most common conditions patients seek a medical cannabis prescription to treat. Yeah. And then it just goes into more detail, including how it actually decreased the effects of anesthesia for surgery. Anyway. Hey, that was cool. It keeps recording. So, medical marijuana is a lie and a scam, so is CBD. There is you can Google this yourself. A woman her 4-year-old in Virginia died because he ate the CBD gummies. There's a guy who committed suicide, and the only drugs in his system were CBD from the vapes, the CBD cartridges. So, why does Dr. Sanjay Gupta, or whatever his name is, and the DEA want more suicides, homicides, vehicular fatalities, etc., but they're pushing it dishonestly, very deceptive and manipulative, as medicinal, when it's causing a lot of negative harms? I self-inflicted 3 amputations and 3rd-degree burns over 40% of my body and a traumatic brain injury in cannabis-induced psychosis. Why doesn't Mr. Sanjay Gupta or all these other, wretched and evil drug pushers, why don't they care about the lives destroyed and harms caused by their cannabis? Greed. That's why Elon Musk is doing it. He's a billionaire. I find it funny that people think the narrative pushed by wealthy elites like Elon Musk is that, oh no, he's one of the good billionaires like Trump. Yeah, it's the other billionaires that are the bad ones. This one's one of the good ones. He's on our side, whoever our side entails. Yeesh. And hence why the only way you can save your kids from these drug pushers is by killing your local drug dealer, because the government, who is supposed to protect the people from these drug pushers, is helping the drug dealers and protecting them from the people whose lives they destroy, from the children, for example, whose deaths they cause as a direct result of cannabis and or CBD, etc. What a wildly fucking corrupt time to be alive. Holy shit. And all you cannabis pushers, may you all die in a fire, screaming in agony.